What's good, y'all? Smash that like, hit that subscribe. Yeah, it's that time again. Let's lock in. So in my last video on Tiffany Henyard, I asked the question, how many court dates does this woman even have? Because seriously, how is she out here chilling? We literally saw her in Atlanta, kicking it with Leotes and his goofy behind. They're strolling around like life is sweet, like zero problems exist. Leotes out there rocking them dusty slides like he's on vacation, and Tiffany? She looks stress-free. Hard to believe this is the same woman drowning under 50 active lawsuits. And don't forget, the FBI's already watching Leotes too. That St. Patrick's Day stunt? He's under the microscope for that. Same with that so-called youth program, one that looks like it never even existed. But if you just saw them walking around Atlanta, you'd think they were living the dream. You'd never guess the feds got their names scribbled all over investigation files. But today? Oh, nah. Today was a court day. Big shout out to Carlton over at Go Political. And salute to my guy Kurt Marucci, the super server himself. That man has served Tiffany 6 times. 6. I know she hates seeing him coming, but we love it because she needs that. Kurt's been on her case nonstop, and that's the only kind of supervision she's going to get until the feds step in. And when they do, trust, she'll be the most supervised she's ever been. 24 hours. No days off, but she still don't get it. She struts around like she's untouchable, like her so-called connection can save her. Newsflash, Tiff, those connections? Dead. Dried up. Done. She got voted out 95% to 5%. That's not just losing. That's humiliation. Walk through Dalton and 10 people spot you? 9.5 of M don't rock with you. That's reality. Hit the grocery store? 95 shoppers want you gone. Even the cashier's over it. And that trip to Atlanta? Look, I can't confirm it myself, but word on the street is she's out there trying to buy a house. My question is, with what? What bank is co-signing Tiffany Henyard? And if she tries to slide in with $400,000, $500,000, $600,000 in straight cash? Man, the feds will bust that door down before the ink's dry. Let her even attempt to buy $1 million property, like it's nothing. That'll be her live-action arrest moment. Now, personally, I don't think she's really down there buying property. Atlanta's still America. And Tiffany Henyard? She's infamous. She's practically a celebrity, known coast to coast as the most reckless small-town mayor in history. At this point, she's just as recognizable in Atlanta as she is in Chicago. She's not famous. She's notorious. And none of this was supposed to happen, because originally, this wasn't a nationwide story. This was just supposed to be a small-town issue. One little village of 20,000 decent folks. That's it. But one viral video turned her into a household name for all the wrong reasons. She went global as one of the most clueless, crooked, and chaotic public officials we've ever seen. And again, shout out to Carlton, because I saw that clip he dropped. Kurt was doing his thing as usual, serving Tiffany like clockwork. I'm not going to play the audio because there was music in the background. Fire, no lie, but copyrighted. I'm not trying to catch a strikeout here. YouTube don't play about that. But props to Carlton for capturing the moment. And look, I think that court date was today, not tomorrow like some folks were saying. Carlton, my guy, I think it already went down. Don't accidentally spread that fake news, bro. You know, Tiffany will grab that in a heartbeat. See? Carlton lying on me again. That's her whole game. Always twisting things. Always ducking behind smoke screens. But here's the truth. Things are just getting started for Tiffany. This ain't the end, not by a long shot. Yeah, she got voted out. That chapter's done. She's no longer mayor, no longer township supervisor. But now she's just another civilian. Another loudmouth with no power, no shield, and no protection. All those connections she used to brag about, gone. Completely gone. And I'm telling you right now, it could pop off any day. These court dates she keeps dodging, word is she skipped another one. I haven't personally confirmed it yet, but let's be real. Would that surprise anybody? Not me. Not at all. That's Tiffany 101. Hard-headed. Stubborn. Walking around like she's untouchable. Like the rules don't apply to her. So what's next? The same thing that always happens when you play games with the court. They get tired of the nonsense. They issue a warrant, and boom, you're a fugitive. That's the playbook. I don't know if it's already been dropped, but if she really didn't show today, that warrant needs to hit the system immediately. Somebody out there needs to check and confirm, because that's the logical next step. But see, Tiffany thinks she can treat these court dates like they're optional, like she didn't ruin businesses, destroy families, and leave chaos in her wake. You don't just skip away from that. Nah, at some point, you're going to have to drag your behind into court, or they're going to drag you in themselves. And trust, that day is coming. And honestly, I hope it does. I hope they put the warrant out today. I hope the cuffs snap on her wrist before she even realizes what hit her. Because if anyone deserves to be picked up, locked up, and forced to face the consequences, it's her. I've been covering this madness for over a year, maybe more. And I'll tell you straight, this story doesn't end until Tiffany's sitting in a cell. And sure, maybe one day this turns into a Netflix doc or a Hulu special. But don't get it twisted. She won't be cashing a check. She won't be on the red carpet doing interviews. She won't be telling her side of the story. Nah, she'll be watching it from a jail TV. That's the ending. That's how this saga closes. That's how it's supposed to end. So once again, big shout out to Kurt. Shout out to Go Political. We're locked in and watching this unfold. Right now, we don't know for sure if she showed up today or not. But the truth is about to come out. Y'all already know the drill. Smash that like, hit that subscribe, and stay tuned. I'll be right back with more heat.